welcome back. I hope you're doing really well. So today's video is going to be a little overview of all of my favourite styles of loungewear that I wear to work from home. This is the start of a little loungewear series. As I filmed another 5 or 6, I think, videos, I'm going into more detail about certain aspects of loungewear, from the best crop tops to wear underneath them to how to style them up to make them look a little bit more elevated to wear out and about. So keep your eyes peeled for those. Honestly, over the past couple of years, I've literally been living in loungewear so much that I'm very passionate about it. So the whole aim of the game with my loungewear collection is basically to be comfy, to be cozy, but also to feel put together, especially for working from home, because sitting around in pajamas is not conducive to a good work ethic. I don't know if you've kind of tried that before. You often think it will be and you'll be fine, but it's just, no, I need to make some kind of effort. But before we kick off, I'm just gonna address the elephant in the room, because I think you will notice it if you haven't already. Basically, if you think Pablo looks different, yeah, he does. He actually lost an eye recently, which has been pretty devastating and really not ideal, but he's doing okay, which is the main thing. We were actually on our honeymoon at the time. He was staying in this pug hotel place, and basically his eye popped out, which can apparently happen with pugs. But yeah, it's been a lot, very unlucky, but he's doing okay now, which is the main thing. Moving on. So the first category we have is sweat sets. Now this is probably the most common category you'd think of when you think of loungewear, and for very good reason. They're super comfy, super cozy, and just super easy. I've got a bunch of super affordable sweat sets which I've picked up over the past couple of years and been wearing and loving for a long time now. Obviously washed them all multiple times and stuff like that. So what I will do is I will save those all for another video for you, so keep your eyes peeled for those. So for today's video, I just picked out 2 to show you, just to kind of give you an idea. So I thought I'd pick out a neutral option and also a colourful one. So the first option is obviously from Pretty Little Thing, as you can tell. This is obviously a typical hoodie and joggers. This set is super comfy, super cozy, and really nice quality for the price. It was super affordable. I'm not massively in love with the PLT across the front, but I do think it's nice to have some kind of detail and be completely plain, so I'm not mad about it. A lot of sweat sets can be super expensive, but they really don't need to be. You don't need to spend a ton of money. You just kind of need to know where to look for them, and also just need to make sure you look after them properly, and then they will last you. One thing I will say is you definitely need to pick up one of these, which is a debobbler, because I find when they're the more kind of affordable sweat set material, they kind of can bobble super easily. So yeah, debobble them and jobs are good. So this second option is actually from the men's section. It's actually my husband's, but I do wear it as well. I want to say it's like £20 or something. I remember it was mad affordable and I was really shocked by it. I often find actually the women's sweat sets tend to be a little bit more on the expensive side, or if you're looking at kind of the exact same price range, the men's ones tend to be better quality, which is really annoying. But top tip there, definitely look in the men's section. I can't remember what size I'm wearing in here, but I will pop it in the description box below. I really love a matching sweat set, predominantly because it just looks like you've made loads of effort when you haven't. It looks really coordinated. But yeah, a sweatshirt and joggers, super oversized, super comfy. With this one, I really love that it's got some kind of little bit of branding stuff on it, but it's kind of very, very neutral, and it's not really obvious where it's from, which I kind of like as well. So the next category we have is jumpsuits, and these are my secret weapon. I absolutely love a jumpsuit as loungewear. Again, I've got a whole video coming on all the jumpsuits that I wear as loungewear, if that sounds like your cup of tea, so keep your eyes peeled for that as well. So for this video, I've just got 2 to show you for now, and I absolutely love these. So the first one is this neutral kind of beigey, long-sleeved velour number. Absolutely sensational. I wore it on a night out to my friend's birthday party the other day. Absolutely love this one. It's got kind of one of those retro 70s vibes. Absolutely love it. Jumpsuits are phenomenal for making me feel super put together. They're so comfy as well. It's just one of the perfect things to be wearing around the house when you want to feel a little bit more elevated than a sweat set. I also picked this one up in baby pink, and I've worn it, where did I wear it? I've worn it to a wedding and a birthday night out, and I've got a few little marks on it, which is so devastating. So I think it's probably gonna be relegated to around about a house one for me, which is such a shame. I'll probably still wear it out anyway, but yeah, devoed. I feel like with some of the more boiler suit, jumpsuit types of things, it kind of gives, when they're long sleeve, mechanic vibes. Nothing wrong with that, but not often really what I'm going for. But with the short sleeved one, it just doesn't have any of that at all about it and just looks really cool. Literally, I've not felt more myself in such a long time when I wore this. So, but yeah, super comfy. I love the zip and button details as well on this one. Really delicious. It's just a perfect kind of thing to wear about the house if you want to feel a little bit more elevated and put together, but still super comfy, so perfect. So the next option is a midi dress, and I've only got one to show you today, but this one is in a nice neutral color. Not mad keen on the neckline, if I'm going to be honest, but I think that's why I'm relegating it more so to loungewear. It does look really nice with a sweatshirt over the top as well. Nice big slit up the side. In the same vein as the jumpsuit. Feels a little bit more chic, a little bit more put together than your typical sweat set, but again, super comfy as well. I do have some other midi dresses which are either like silky textures or more colourful prints, but to be honest, because of the dogs, and they will ruin them, so I just tend to keep those for best, and something like this is perfect for me to wear around the house. But obviously if you didn't have dogs, there's so many other nice ones that you could choose. Or should I say, if you don't have clingy dogs which want to be on your lap all the time. Let me know if you want to see a midi dress lookbook. That's something I could definitely put together for you, because I have a few nice ones. I've really gotten into midi dresses lately. Whenever I wear one, I just feel chic, but I feel covered, and I just feel, I don't know, it feels a lot more age appropriate than kind of super mini skirts for me these days. I really love it. They're just super flattering, super easy to wear, and just really comfortable. So the next category is mix and match sets. Now, what I mean by this is taking a bottom and a top which are not intended to be together, and making them go together. So I'm going to do a whole video on this, as this is the most affordable and flexible option, allowing you to use what you've already got in your wardrobe with just a couple of super affordable pickups if you don't already have them. There's a few loose rules for different pairings to make your sets look the most intentional and put together, but I'll save all of that for that video, so keep your eyes peeled for that. However, with mix and match sets, I do like to build them around a pair of trousers, and there are 3 different styles of trousers that I prefer. So first up, we've got the typical sweatpant. This pair of sweatpants is my absolute favorite pair, so I really wanted to show you them, but basically they're from the tall section, so they're long enough for me, which is a miracle. Some of the other ones I've picked up are kind of a little bit short, which is not ideal, but these ones are perfect. I think there's a matching sweatshirt, which I don't have, but I have paired it with a cropped hoodie from a totally different shop. Grey is probably the hardest colour to mix and match, but it definitely can be done. Even if the shades are slightly off, it doesn't really matter too much. Next, we have the Humble Popper. I absolutely love these. Branded sets can actually work out to be super expensive, especially if you need to pick up a few for kind of the multiple days of the week that you're working from home, and then if you want to have options for if stuff's dirty, whatever. But these poppers are actually super affordable in the grand scheme, so they're a really nice way to inject a little bit of that sportswear edge to your loungewear in the most affordable way possible, I think. I find with these poppers as well, they're actually super flattering. They've kind of got some weird like optical illusion thing going on with the white paneling down the sides, which ends up being super flattering, so that is an added bonus. So I've just paired it with this green hoodie from Dickies. It's not the exact same shade of green, but it still definitely works, so winner winner. And lastly, we have the flared legging. I absolutely love these. Skinny leggings don't really do it for me. I don't really find them that flattering. I find flared leggings way more flattering, and they kind of look more like a trouser rather than kind of like gym wear or something. This pair was super affordable, but just a word of warning, if you do pick them up, do make sure that you wash them on hand wash, because they're mostly viscous, and I've made that mistake of not doing that, and I have a pair that's like ankle swinger territory in the back of the wardrobe somewhere, so save them for my DIY or something, but I don't want you to have to make that mistake, so please don't do that. So yeah, I just like to pair my flared leggings with like an oversized fleece or something. Super comfy, super casual, but still looks great, so love it. And lastly, onto the footwear. Obviously, I've got a bunch of slipper options because I love my shoes, and if I'm working from home, we need options. So the first category is closed toe slip-ons. So I've got 2 options for this category. The first is the Boston, I think they're called the Boston clogs from Birkenstock. Absolutely love these. They're the perfect thing to wear if you need to nip out to run a few errands. Probably to wear out of the house, they'll be better around like summer and spring, but for autumn and winter, they're fine around the house. They're made from real suede and they're just a really good quality shoe. These are a little bit more on the pricey side, but I find with footwear you tend to have a lot less options, so you get a lot more wear out of them. So sometimes it's kind of worth spending a little bit more, especially if they're gonna last you. And these are such great quality, they're gonna last such a long time, so definitely worth it. I thrifted this next pair. They're like a really low quality dupe of the Birkenstock Buckley clogs, which I didn't realize at the time. I just saw them and thought they looked really cool. So these could be a good shout if you kind of like the look of the Boston mules, but wanted something a little less popular. And I love that these are a little pop of color. I often find with like closed toe shoes, they just, when you're wearing them with an outfit, they make everything look a lot more polished and more put together. I personally think open toe stuff just doesn't look as nice. But yeah, these are just great options to run a couple errands if you need to, and they just elevate whatever you're wearing. So I think they just look really nice paired with all of my loungewear options basically, so loving these. The next category of shoes are fabric slides. If you've been around my channel a little while, you will have seen both of these before. I've had these for quite a long time now and have absolutely been loving them. I have 2 different types of the Adidas Adalette slides. I've got one in like a fluffy Borg material, and I've also got another in a green velvet. Most of the time I wear these with socks, and they just add like a really nice kind of sporty edge to what you're wearing. Really like them, and yeah, it's just something a little bit different. Easy to slip on and off and keeps your socks nice and clean, so what's not to like? Next up we have rubberized slides, and I have 2 pairs here. They're basically the same shoe but just in 2 different colors. These were super affordable. I can't remember what shop I got them from now, but I will link them below. But it's great to have a waterproof option for just nipping to pop the bins out or something, nipping out into the garden, or even running an errand or whatever. Also great after a shower as well. These are a dupe of the Yeezy slides. I think they're a little bit of a Marmite shoe. You either love them or you hate them. Look a little bit like an orthopedic shoe, but I really like it. They're so ugly that they're great. And lastly we have the sheepskin boot. These are super cozy and warm, which is perfect for winter. This pair are not Uggs, they're like this random brand called Lamo or Lamo, I think it's Lamo, but I really like them. If you're an OG, you will have seen these on my channel before. I have been wearing them for ages and they're still going strong. Super cozy, super comfy, and yeah, perfect for winter. So I really hope you enjoyed that and found it helpful. That is all of my favorite styles of loungewear to work from home in. And like I said before, the aim of the game is just to be comfy, but also just to feel put together as well, because sitting around in your pajamas is just not conducive to a good work ethic, really. And I think, especially over the course of the past couple of years, we've all kind of been spoiled of not having to make effort with kind of what we're wearing because we've been at home so much, and I've just got so spoiled and used to being comfy. Like, why would you not want to be comfy? Like, especially if you're going to be sitting around working from home too. Like, I'm not going to be doing that in jeans. Like, I love my jeans, but I don't sit around the house in them, and why would you? Like, I just want to be comfy, but also put together. And I think my loungewear collection is the perfect kind of, I think it just hits all the bases, you know. So yeah, do keep your eyes peeled for those other videos I've got coming very, very soon, just on the different aspects of loungewear, basically, just going into it a little bit more detail. Like I say, over the past couple of years, I have become very passionate about my loungewear, so I have a lot to say. So hopefully you'll find those helpful too. Do let me know in the comments what are your favourite styles of loungewear to work from home. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!